bad online advice. The evening had arrived, as it always did, with a soft fading of light and a gentle hush. For a certain person, let's call him Bartholomew, this was often a time for contemplation. And by contemplation, I mean, of course, opening up his internet browser. Bartholomew was a seeker of knowledge. Not necessarily the kind found in dusty old books, but the kind found in bright, flickering screens, in endless scrolling feeds, and in the confident pronouncements of anonymous strangers. He had a question, you see. Not always the same question, mind you. Sometimes it was, what's the best way to make a perfect sandwich? Other times, it was why does my plant look slightly droopy on Tuesdays? And, occasionally, it was what is the meaning of life, according to someone with a very flashy profile picture? He would type his question into the glowing box, hit enter, and then a tidal wave of answers would appear. Thousands of them. Millions, even. Everyone, it seemed, had an opinion. And each opinion was presented with such unwavering certainty. You must cut your sandwich diagonally. One would proclaim. Only at full cuts horizontally. Nonsense. Another would retort. Horizontal cuts distribute the fillings more evenly. Trust me, I'm a sandwich artisan. Bartholomew would read, his brow furrowed in concentration. He'd try one method for his sandwich, and then another. And sometimes, the sandwich would still be just a sandwich. Not perfect. Not life-changing. Just bread and filling. He'd move on to the droopy plant. Too much water, cried one forum. Clearly too little water. Counted another, with an exclamation point. It's the phase of the moon. Offered a third, with a strange emoji. Bartholomew would look at his plant. He'd water it. He'd hold back the water. He'd even try whispering encouragements to it during a crescent moon. The plant, stubborn little thing, would continue to look slightly droopy on Tuesdays, and sometimes, even on Wednesdays. Honestly, the sheer volume of confident, yet contradictory, advice out there. It's truly something. It's like a grand orchestra where everyone is playing a different tune at the same time, all convinced they're the soloist. Not me, of course. Bartholomew. My very online friend Bartholomew. One particularly late night, after hours of absorbing conflicting opinions on everything from the optimal sock drawer organization to the true nature of reality, Bartholomew leaned back in his chair. His eyes felt a bit dry, and his mind felt a bit full. Not full of answers, mind you. Full of questions about the answers. Full of doubt about the answers. He looked at his screen. The endless scroll. The bright, confident words. The smiling avatars. And he realized something. All this seeking, all this absorption, wasn't actually making him feel any more certain. In fact, it was making him feel a little more uncertain. A little more overwhelmed. He thought, is this clarity? Is this leading me to profound truth? Or is it just leading me in circles, with a lot of shouting? And the answer, of course, was the latter. It was circles. Endless, dizzying circles of opinions. So, Bartholomew decided to try something radical. Very radical, for someone who spent so much time online. He closed the browser. All the tabs. The whole thing. The room suddenly felt much quieter. The soft hum of his computer was still there, but the insistent voices from the internet were gone. No more confident sandwich artisans. No more plant whisperers. Just the gentle quiet of his own space. He stood up and stretched. He walked over to his bookshelf and picked up a book, a real one, with paper pages. He didn't read it immediately. He just held it. It felt solid. Real. It wasn't flickering or demanding his immediate attention. It was simply there. He looked out his window. The stars were out, a gentle, silent tapestry. They didn't argue about their positions. They just shone. The moon hung peacefully in the sky, not asking for likes or shares. It was simply the moon. He realized that sometimes, the answers we seek aren't found in the loudest places, or in the most numerous opinions. Sometimes, the most important answers are found in the quiet moments, when we simply let the world be, and allow our own thoughts to settle. So, Bartholomew, my very online friend, decided that perhaps, sometimes, the best way to truly know something is to just be. To let the internet experts argue amongst themselves, while he found his own peace. To trust his own senses. To just make his sandwich the way he liked it, droopy plant or not. And as Bartholomew drifted off to sleep that night, the endless scroll faded from his mind. He didn't dream of conflicting advice or perplexing algorithms. He dreamed of quiet corners, and soft lamplight, and the steady, silent presence of the stars. So, if you ever find yourself caught in the swirling currents of endless online advice, remember Bartholomew. Remember that sometimes, the best way to find answers, and certainly the best way to find sleep, is to simply close the screen, to quiet the voices, and to let your own mind finally rest. Sleep now, and sweet, silent dreams.